Welcome YouTube family. Welcome back to Vibe with Carlisa channel. Listen, I would like to say thank you, thank you. All that has subscribed for sure. All my supporters that has been supporting me throughout my journey. God put on my heart to spread different awareness of different real life situations that goes on, throughout the country. With this particular story, it hurts me to my heart. It's very painful to me to listen, to just listen. But this young lady at age of 14 basically had a train on her. And you know what a train means, like multiple people had took advantage of her. And she just basically sharing her story. So a lot of people don't realize how much this happens. And some of the kids keep things quiet. In her case, because she didn't feel the love that she should have been receiving at home. We're just going to put it like that. But I'll just let her explain a little bit more, of her story. But it's just sad. It's just a sad situation. No child should have to go through this, even though that it was kids around her age. But we have to talk to our sons. We have to talk to our sons and let them know, hey, because the person in your age or whatever, even they don't even tell you no, you just never know what these kids will change up. These kids will change up on you like they change their underclothes. Now you got to prove yourself of innocent. Then you got to drag your parents into it. So listen, I'm telling you, it's a sad story. I love her to pieces for sharing because it takes a lot. And she said she had been like people just coming women like you should have known better. You shouldn't did that. It's your fault. No, it's nobody's fault. Like seriously, it's nobody's fault. Everybody has skeletons in their closet. Some people will never know the bad things that you done did because you done portrayed that you are Mrs. or Mr. I never did nothing wrong, Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect. So for her just to get the nerves to just share this part is nothing but amazing. And I applaud this young lady for it. So stay tuned. It's coming up soon. I want everybody to be able to share. I want us to be able to talk to our daughters and talk to our sons. Not just your daughters. Make sure you talk to your sons as well. There's nothing dealing with race or anything. Just talking about gender and the things that should not be going on. Okay? Be blessed. And I will see you soon.
Boys in high school. I was 14, one was 17, another was 17, and one was 16 years old. When I was 14, I got bullied a lot, so I didn't have any friends in school, and my home life was no better than my school life. I was the black sheep of my family, and I was severely mistreated in my home, and I was left out, neglected, and bullied in school. I walked to school every day by myself with my headphones in, listening to my music, and I walked home every day by myself. I never bothered anyone. I never talked to anyone. I was a very shy child. These boys were extremely handsome and very popular in school, and they also happened to have to walk every day to school, to and from. And one day, they decided to start speaking to little old me. Now you have to understand my perspective at this time. I was a nobody and nothing, both in school and in my home life. Nobody gave a damn about me, to the point teachers had to bring food to school, groceries for me at one point in time. And all of a sudden, the popular boys were coming up to me and talking to me while we were walking home to school together. Not only were they popular, they were attractive. All the girls wanted them. They were in ROTC, they played sports, they were light-skinned, they had the curly hair, the best fits, the flyest Jordans, and they were talking to me? With my raggedy clothes, with my hand-me-downs, with my hot waters, with my hair all over my head, with my funky armpits? I felt like I was dreaming. I couldn't believe it. Like, this could finally be my chance. I could finally have some friends. I could finally be part of the popular crowd. I could finally be in, right? They told me that I was cool, that they wanted me to come over and play games with them. So that's what I did. One day I followed them home. I walked right down the street with them to their house, and I went inside to play Call of Duty with them. I remember their home was much different from my home life. Their mom was in the kitchen cooking. Their aunts were in there. They was all chit-chatting. They offered me a plate. Their brothers and cousins were all in the room playing together. I was so amazed. I felt so welcomed. I felt so at home. I thought to myself, I never want this feeling to stop. I don't want to go back home to where I was at and get cussed out, yelled, and abused. This is amazing. I got new friends and maybe even a new family too. We played Call of Duty until the sun went down, and then his mom told me I needed to go home. As I was going home, he told me, come back. I'll sneak you in so that we can play the game some more. When it started to get dark, I obviously had to head back home. But as I was getting ready to leave, he came up to me and said, come back tonight. I'll sneak you in so we can play more of the game. 14-year-old me, who wouldn't want to play more of the game with one of the most popular boys in school? Come on now. So that's what I did. I came back. And we played the game. And then he leaned over and he touched me. And he kissed me. And he told me I was pretty. In my mind, it was like someone blew my head off. The popular boy in school just told me I was pretty and kissed me and likes me. That's what he's telling me. He likes me. Fast forward and he's got my clothes off and we're doing the whoop-de-woo and I'm completely vulnerable. And as we're doing it and he turns me over and tells me to get on my hands and knees and arch my back, I hear the door crack open. I look up in shock, gasp, thinking his mom has called us and we're about to be in so much trouble, but nope. It's his brother. He never stopped stroking me as his brother walked in. I sat there in disbelief, my mind racing. Mind you, I hadn't even had sex really before this. You know, a couple of little playful things here and there, but this was really my first full time going all the way. So now I'm wondering what's going on. Why hasn't he stopped? Do I stop? Do I lay here? Do I tell him to stop? I don't really know. His brother walks in, he never stops stroking, and then he leans down and whispers in my ear, can my brother get a turn? I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to do. Do I say no? Do I say yes? I mean, I should say no, right? Can your brother get a turn? I don't even know your brother, but I finally have some friends. And their family's really nice to me. I hate to mess this up. So him and his brother get a turn. But then the door cracks open again. And here comes his cousin. Ain't no fun unless we all get some, right? That's what they told to me. I'll spare you all the details of my sad sob story, but let's just say fast forward, everyone has their fun, I guess. And it's time for me to go home. And I'm confused. And I'm ashamed. And I don't really have anybody I can talk to about it. I don't know what I just did. And I don't even know if I liked what I just did. Anyways, because I know this video is getting long and you guys probably don't want to hear all the details. Long story short, back then, I didn't realize that I was a victim. I didn't realize that was a manipulation tactic. I didn't realize I was targeted. Back then, I was just ashamed. I felt like I had been a whore, a harlot. I felt disgusting. I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I should have moved smarter. And I also, in the same breath, felt like, finally, somebody loves me. Somebody wants me. Finally, I'm pretty enough. Finally, I'm good enough. And it was two confusing different feelings. And now that I'm older, I really understand what was going on. And I'm just making this video to spread awareness for the other girls that may have had the same thing happen to them or may have gone through similar things and were always too ashamed to bring it up or speak their truth. You were a victim.
You guys, I told you. That was sad, wasn't it? That was very sad. I know people gonna have a lot of comments and opinions, but being an educator, sometimes these girls we done heard so many stories, we done heard so many issues. Some of the kids done got in trouble, for the things that they have done. But it's like it's happening. I bring into real life situations on this channel. I also talk about, my journey and what me and my family have been going through in the past year and so, and what I have to go through later on. But in the midst, I just bring in real life situations, try to reach the audience of who need to hear this. Now, this may not be for you, and we understand it may not be for you, but it could be for a neighbor, your cousins, friends, co-workers that you know that have children. Listen, you could still be loved without doing anything that you do not want to be doing at all. We have to drill this into our young girls. It's not all about don't you just get pregnant. Just like she said, it's not about just only get pregnant. Some of these kids have STDs. Some of these kids have multiple partners. We're not even talking about the pregnancy yet. So it's just a part of don't put yourself in any situation. And how many of us have fought victim, because we just feel like everybody just go treat us right. They showing the love that we're not getting in other places. And that's what this baby did. At the end of the day, she's 14 years old. Don't let that come out your brain. 14 years old. So listen, other than us bashing, let's pray about it. Give her the strength that is needed and continue on spreading awareness. Now listen, I said I wasn't coming back, but I did. I had to say that part. You guys be blessed. Stay tuned for other videos of real life situations and my journey. Have a great one.